Nobody. Nobody in the streets, nobody driving is bitching about it. So why are you bitching about it? You don't even live here. Like, me too. Like, I get it. Like, when I'm driving and the streets are blocked, I get super annoyed too. But then again, I can drive around the fucking block. So you're saying it's a bad protest because people marching in the streets. You just want to bitch about something, and I'm annoyed at people bitching about everything.
Oh, don't crash your car.
You know, I'm not gonna block you, but you're just saying stupid shit. Like lately, you know, I try to be unbiased. You know, I definitely try to. But I've been talking shit about the protest a lot, and I haven't really been defending them. So I'm just gonna say it like this: like if you're bitching about the one thing that nobody else in the city is bitching about, then you're fucking stupid. You don't even live here. You don't even live here.
All right, what's going on, my people? What's going on? Yeah, 3 o'clock on the East Coast. We are with the March of the Misfits. They are in Portland. There's probably about 100 people out there making all kinds of noise, harassing anybody that doesn't hold their fist up like a Black Panther terrorist group. So yeah, so right now we'll start out in Portland. I know Seattle a little early. It was getting crazy. Nothing too crazy. Make sure you guys share this out, like, subscribe, all that. We are live on Periscope under the name Realm of the Republic. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and DLive under Vantage Point USA. Want to reach me? Just Jake 357. Just Jake 357 on Twitter.
Because of the destruction and the violence. But what I'm saying is today, there is nothing going on that you can bitch about. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing going on at all, he says. How about a noise ordinance, keeping people awake, terrorizing children that are trying to sleep, people that, you know, have jobs in the morning, blocking roads. Other than that, nothing going on.
It's like you'll bitch if they're like, it's like the people bitching right now the people who bitch right now are the same ones who's like, I'm okay with peaceful protest, but I don't like the destruction. And now that there's no destruction, they're just gonna bitch about something.
So all these people that say, hey, what's going on, Lynn and Matsi and Misbehaving and Harrison, what is going on, everybody? So the people that are always say, so what's wrong with this? They're just making noise and they're just marching through the street. I always say this, the people that say that, then put your address out there. Let them come to your town night after night, terrorize your parents that you probably live in the basement with. Let them terrorize your neighbors. Let them trash your street. Let them block your roads. Let them keep all your neighbors up. Let them terrorize your neighbors' children. burn their cars down, burn their buildings. Give them your address. If it's no problem, say, hey, you guys, I want to prove a point. I don't mind this noise pollution every night and terrorizing people. Here's my address. Come do it in my neighborhood. You'll never see it. You'll never see it.
Ben, come on, what you doing? Who just stands on the edge of the protest? Zombie, maybe we can be there.
Actually, so I found out.
No, I'm not saying let's dox them. I'm saying they should dox themselves. The people that say there's nothing wrong with this, they should put their address out there. And if they own a business, they should say, hey, come burn down my business because, you can't put property over people. See, the people that talk that shit never are willing to put their own business, if they own one or anything for that matter, up, to be burned, or their house to be terrorized, or their parents, or their sister, or their brother, or their kids. They'll never, as long as it's not in my backyard, NIMBY, right? They're fine with it as long as it ain't outside there. And once again, the girl with the bullhorn is a disgusting racist. She's a black girl who says the most disgusting racist things about white people. And by the way, yes, I know you were kidding. I know you were kidding, Matzi. I am against racism from all people of all colors. It's born out of ignorance. It's disgusting. But this girl, you want to know how I know that she's racist? The same thing we've been saying, same as the girl in Seattle. The guy that's on Bear Gang Media, I guess he calls himself Ninja. If you guys remember, he does the Ninja Sprint. If you watch his replay, probably about a half hour ago before this, he kept commenting on all that girl says is white people, white people. She sounds like a racist. And then he was joking like, oh, when she was making that speech in front of a building right before I went live, he's like, oh, just don't say white people. And then she started rapping, and of course, every other word out of her mouth is white people, white people. So when you got a person of color who streams here saying what we already know, wow, that girl's racist. Like, how could you be marching against racism and be a racist to white people and all the white people, these misfit degenerates? Sorry, but that's what they are. How could you march behind this racist black girl and even look at yourself in the mirror, which they probably don't? Not sure how many mirrors are in basements, but if you did have a mirror, how could you even dare? How can you bring yourself to march behind somebody who belittles you every day? And I've never seen more segregation till I watch these marches. All right, we need all the white people to the front in case a car comes. And you got to be willing to die for us black people. Like, you're separating people by skin color while you're claiming you're against racism. It's amazing to me.
What was that about?
There's a baby back there.
Huh?
There's a baby back there. So careful with your smoke.
Oh. It's not smoke.
I know, but still.
Oh.
Thank you, Lynn, for the super hearts. I appreciate that. Hopefully one day I can actually cash those in. On this account, I have a bunch of super hearts. Every time I just about got to qualify for the super broadcaster program, they shut my page down. So I do appreciate that and all the support by everybody. Thank you guys so much. All the kind words. Like I said, if you want to reach me, just Jake357. Yeah, right, Fred? They don't see it as racism. They'll tell you black people can't be racist. Bullshit. Racism in all colors towards other colors is disgusting and ignorant.
This indeed was a movement today.
Huh?
This indeed was a movement today.
Yeah. What's going on, Indy? I knew I should have bought new shoes too. Said harassment. Someone said harassment.
So yeah, also thank God President Trump, he's not out of the woods yet, but he's doing a hell of a lot better. And it's amazing. No matter what he does, they said, "Wow, he's messed up for getting in a car and saying hello to all the people outside the hospital." And then if he didn't, they'd say he's rude and he don't care about those people that've been out there for days. Then he climbs 3 flights of stairs to get to the balcony. Let me tell you, I climb stairs and I'm winded when I get to the top, and I don't even have COVID. So he climbs 3 flights of stairs, one, but it's like 3, and then you take your mask off, and if you're a little winded, oh my God, he's winded. Yeah, he had COVID. Now they're saying since he beat it, it's a hoax. I mean, it's just amazing. Yes, he's out of the hospital. Yes, it's amazing. Now they're saying, oh, it's a hoax. So they make up a lie that say President Trump called this disease a hoax when he was just talking about exactly. Man, I walked in and Jake said he's winded. Exactly. What's going on, Kim? So first they make up a lie and they say that he called the disease a hoax when we all watched a rally. I know I did. And he was talking about the Democrats saying he's not doing anything about this disease as a hoax. Finally, fact checker comes out, 3 months late or 2 months late and says, oh, yeah, he never said that. But the damage is already done. That's what they do. Now they're saying he got the disease and he beat it. Now they're the ones saying hoax, hoax, hoax. It's amazing.
We got babies in the crowd, so I want you to be aware. If anybody, if things start getting crazy, just make sure y'all look and make sure they're good. So clap if you heard me.
I'd like to give everybody a round of applause because we got an out here. Let's say this. We have made history today. How quick they cars count.
Now he's at work. He can't come down.
Yes, I am very well, Kim. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm not one for conspiracies, like at all. But something is not right about this COVID thing with President Trump and all of them catching it. Something's not right. I'd be looking at everything. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this COVID-19 each strand has a pattern, unlike other COVID. So, like COVID over here in America is a little different than COVID over in Italy or COVID elsewhere. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. If they all have that same exact strand, because honestly, I don't believe that people caught this. It's just my opinion. I don't believe there's something's not right, and I'm not talking about conspiracies. What the other night I had said it quick, but I said the most important thing is we pray for our president. We can figure all that out later. They'll figure it out. But I'd be looking at people who set up the chairs, people who did the catering, so many different things. I'd be looking at everything.
In DC, we marched.
You guys marched here?
Yeah, Kevin knows.
Chris, so apparently they marched over here when we were in DC.
So that way?
Will they be out in the cold weather? I'm not sure. They might. But if you notice, the numbers are just so far down now. And they've been far down since they did their poll and found out that all this stuff that's been going on has actually been helping Trump. You know, as soon as Biden started saying he's against this and calling out the violence and all that, where were you for 3 months? Not one word. All of a sudden, he's like, this has to stop. Come on. They pulled out all the funding. You can clearly see it. Because it just wasn't working like they thought. It was their Hail Mary. And it failed. We all knew what it was about. It wasn't about Black lives. It was never about Black lives. About chaos. For a couple of reasons. One, hoping people would think America under Trump is out of control. Two, they were hoping he overreacted. Look at when they gassed the people outside of the church, that they didn't try to burn down in Washington. They did set it on fire. And, you know, the media said they were just being peaceful and Trump just gassed them to back them up so he can get a photo op. Bullshit. Anybody that watches the video in Washington, you could see exactly. You can see exactly when they got gassed. They weren't just being peaceful. So Kim says, no, Jake, it's all fake. Funny how Trump got an experimental drug and has now recovered, but no one else can get it. Look at the chairs. Amen. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something doesn't sit right. Doesn't sit right.
That's not okay. So I would really like to appreciate we're not gonna turn your attention back over here to Ariana and her damn lawn. We're literally like 5 blocks away. There's a lot of scooters down and they need to get home.
Okay, we got some babies in the crowd too.
That's what matters. Our combat matters.
We got babies in the crowd. This is something we just need to communicate. Just communicate. How's it go, folks? Just communicate.
So what are they getting, like ISIS and other terrorist groups? They're starting to bring babies and put them at the front so the cops don't gas them?
Oh, I'm sitting down.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
All white liberals, man.
Streamers, break. On 3.
Apparently people are mind readers, though. Apparently the crowd is supposed to be mind readers, though.
They're supposed to be what?
Supposed to be mind readers.
Oh, yeah, that part. That part.
Yeah.
Make sure we're watching.
The whole crowd's supposed to stop for 2 people.
We're paying attention. That's all we're asking.
I didn't know they were falling behind.
Yeah, me neither. Nobody did,
No,
obviously.
nobody said shit.
We got to be moving to look like that. Hey, shit is tight.
It's one of our
This stuff is
comrades. I
tight,
know
bro.
y'all use Uber and Lyft.
We need that to go to Stillman.
One of our comrades can order a Uber or Lyft for this young lady, please. I said, comrade, baby. I understand you'll be the last resort, okay? Can an ally?
Thank you.
I know an ally uses lift.
Wait, that's right there. Can I?
Okay, thank you.
Oh, so they can't. Okay.
Yes, we will get her security. That's all you have to say, babe. Just say the word. Security. Walk her home.
I'm gonna take this moment to sit and rest my feet.
Everybody, don't be deflated. This is just communication.
Hi.
How's it going? Yeah, I've got it mad at all the white liberals. They're just sitting on their asses, waiting for Biden to get elected.
I know.
They need to get off their fucking asses, y'all.
Dakota, I'm not a fucking protester. So
Who's calling you a pro?
All right, let me try to find another feed. This guy's obsessed with his face. This guy is obsessed with his face. So let's find somebody else. Hold on. Welcome, everybody. Let me see who else is actually filming the protest, not filming their face and arguing with people in chat. It's amazing. I know Jared Hub is out there too, right? Isn't Jared Hub out there? But he usually hangs out right near all of them, so hopefully somebody's showing this crap. There you go. All right. There we go.
Why is there a frog on my screen? There's no frog. What are you talking about? Yeah, I only blocked them because they started being disrespectful.
Just know your surroundings. This is a learning lesson. That's it. A learning lesson. Everybody stay. Next time, be alert.
Kelly's the
All right. So Jake, I saw was a headline about CJ being thrown out. Can you explain, please? I've been busy. Oh yeah. So he went to Seattle. He went to Seattle to film like he always used to. And it was his first time back since that girl Diaz Love and that Joey Wiener or whatever his name was, the guy that got arrested a couple of days ago, started talking crap about CJ hanging out with a girl that hangs out with cops, and that CJ was asking for donations outside the hospital when Diaz Love and Summer, the girl who died. So I don't know why he went back there. And he went back there alone with no security. Well, apparently they didn't want him there, and they ran him out of there. And one guy was like threatening to break his jaw, and they were like, "You're filming us to give the footage to cops. We don't want you here. Get out of here, white man." And which is, another racist thing. Once again, you're marching against racism while you're pointing out the color of his skin. So it's amazing to me. Not shocked by it, but that's what's going on with the CJTV. So I don't think he'll be going back to Seattle.
There's been nothing today. Absolutely no confrontations with police today. Police came out last night. It was a lot smaller crowd last night, though.
Yeah, I did too. I'm dead.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
No, I never thought CJ was undercover. I just thought he was an opportunist that kind of played both sides, a fence rider, as they say. And then I think he just realized, like, wow, these people say they're anti-fob, anti-fascist, but they're fascists. They ran him out of there, and maybe these streamers should stick up for people that aren't in their little clique, but they won't because they're not real press. If they were, they would fight to the death for other people that want to film there that don't belong to their clique. That shows you right there. Like, if you're for freedom of the press and you understand what the First Amendment means, you would stand up for other people that don't belong in the clique and got thrown out of there. Crazy. Yeah, definitely. Kim, if you remember that when he was by the cops, he would talk nice to them, but then when he was by the protest, he was like, "Yeah, these cops are out of control," and he was being an opportunist. Now, if you want to be neutral and just film, then that's fine. That's what you should be doing as press. But don't add commentary to one group and then add commentary to the other group. Then people are gonna think you're wish-washy. And if you didn't make comments and you just filmed and you had the left saying you were for the right and the right saying you were for the left, then you'd be doing your job correctly.
I know streamers, Hello Fish got hit hard. Fair Game Media got hit hard.
Another thing is, I think they were just jealous of CJ's platform, how big it got and how fast it took off. I think there was a lot of jealousy coming from the Summer Girl. Not Summer Girl, I'm sorry. She passed away. The Diaz loved Joey Wiener. He got arrested inside the police station. I think they told him don't film in there or something, and he got arrested. The video's out there. Joey Weiser or Wiener, I don't know what his name is. Yeah, he was never arrested. So I always say, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. That's my saying. I didn't make it up, but it's one I use. Now, real quick, while we have a low in the March of the Misfits, which it's all a low. So people have been sending me messages that I guess Lookner from Agenda Full TV has been out of control again. I guess he was mad that he thinks President Trump gave everybody COVID. Then he was mad, I guess, about President Trump getting in the SUV and then taking his man. I have no idea. I don't watch the guy, so I think I have him blocked and he has me blocked, whatever. But I put a poll up on Twitter asking why do you think he's anti-Trump and foams from the mouth. I think the choices are jealousy, unstable, rabies, or all of the above. So I don't know why he foams from the mouth and he gets so mad. I have no idea, but if you want to participate in the poll, it's on Just Jake 357. So yeah, Rich had made some music. I don't know if you heard it, Kim. He had made some music for Realm of the Republic, which I thought was pretty cool. And I have to do an intro or an outro. Have to add a bunch of stuff, but at least we got some of the music. Also, he had made these logos. If you remember, they had black boxes around him. He finally made them. Not finally, he does a lot. He made them into PNGs, so you can see right here. It used to just look like that with a black box, but if you see now, it's all clear. See, I put it over there, which I thought is cool. So we can use them as watermarks. And then he just did the shield today. He did a good job on that. Made that all clear, see? It's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. Check this out. We'll have to do something like this. Let's see. I know you guys don't mind me doing this show and tell stuff here. There's nothing really going on except these people. So that, and then this would be pretty cool. You know? This way it's like Vantage Point and Realm of the Republic. It's pretty cool. All right, enough of that. But Rich works hard at this crap, so I gotta give him a shout out. Yes, thank you, Kim. I love the shield too. I like the name, the shield. It's all good. Thank you. What time is it in Portland? They're 3 hours behind the East Coast. So it's 3:42 right now on the East Coast. Oh, and once again, thank you for everybody sharing it out and all of that to get us to 1,000 subscribers. Now over 1,000 subscribers, and we have the watched hours. So now we gotta try to file for the partner program and all of that crap. I'm also starting to look into using overlays and stuff for when people leave a tip. Then it does a little thing like. I like this one for Halloween right now. They have like this witch's brew kind of tip jar. It's pretty cool. So I'm looking into more of that stuff as I can. Yes, I remember, Kim, you were like, who the F is Realm of the Republic? Somebody hacked Jake's page. Oh, yeah. I keep trying to get you to say the name in echoes. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna put some audio together. Make it echo.
Now, the crowd's definitely starting to thin out, but there's still a solid crowd here. We're back to the starting location at Director Park. Or, I can't remember if it's Director Park or Direction Park. I don't remember the exact smell of it, or the exact name of it. But this is where we started tonight.
I think he called it Erection Park. This guy's funny. This is Jared Hub TV, if you're wondering, on Facebook. If you want to talk to him, you have to go to Facebook. If you're new here and you're just sitting back listening and going, what the hell is this? And who's this guy that talks funny? My name is Jake. I take live Facebook videos and I put them on platforms for people that hate Facebook like I do. So right now we're live on YouTube, Twitch, D Live, and Periscope. Not many people watch on D Live and Twitch, but that's okay. I think I got to use more like tags and all that crap. But we're building slowly, steady. I like it. Yeah, last night I came on really late. I had a million things to do. Then I fell asleep and I woke up and I seen there was a fire. But it turned out that structure fire had been a fire before and they just keep resetting it. And I wasn't really talking much. Had a little bit of a headache, so. But then I had to say something because I seen Bobby was like, this is strange. Why is Jake up this late and not saying anything? I think you were saying that too, Max. So I had to come on the mic a little bit.
That's right. Hold on.
Also, there was a strange incident. I don't know if you guys watched Spy the Liar, but there was a strange incident that went on during his broadcast today. I'll just leave it at that. I'm sure you investigators could figure it out, but it was weird. It was really weird.
I did all that shit with no insults on my shit. God damn, why you running up on me, you sneak ass motherfucker? Jesus Christ. This nigga he leaned back like he was my God. Hey, I'm not tripping. You would have been uncomfortable too, right? I'm not tripping. You would have been uncomfortable too, right? This motherfucker was right behind me. Just like,
Alright, Krista.
Someday.
Also, I hope you guys got a chance to sign the Get Well card for President Trump. So, what happened was I seen the people outside of the hospital where President Trump was, and there was a big card on the fence, and everybody was signing it. And I'm like, oh crap! I'm gonna do a live streaming virtual Get Well card that people could come on, and I'll put the chat over the card like you guys see now, but I used a transparent background. And people came on and signed it. The only bad thing was we had a couple of trolls saying, I hope he croaks or whatever. But then I figured out I'll just cover that with Trump 2020 over it. I'll leave their name. And it looked like, and I used a blue background over the text. And it looked like they typed Trump 2020. It was funny. So that's the only drawback of that. But it was pretty cool. A lot of people got to sign it. A lot of people, whatchamacallit, thought it was pretty cool. So I know like on Facebook, you probably could do that for like birthday cards too. Like on Facebook, you know, when it's somebody's birthday, you write happy birthday on the timeline or whatever. But it'd be cool to do one of those live, you know, birthday cards and all the people could sign it. Just, you know, it's a little different, something different. Yeah, I want to go look back, but on my phone, it's either YouTube or something else. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I left it up for, I think, 2 hours. A bunch of people signed it. I tried to get some big accounts like Jack Posobiec and them to share it out, but nobody did. I tagged it to President Trump and all that. It would have been cool.
Are you saying his bail's at $1 million, or he was already bailed out at $1 million?
Money sign. ERASBIJONES. I don't have a job because I'm out here educating you. I'm teaching you what the fuck you need to do, and it's not even my job.
Yes, he was already bailed out.
When you go home, I don't give two fucks if you're tired. Read 50 pages.
Yeah.
This girl is always yelling at the people that march with her. And this isn't just her. This goes on in Seattle. This actually happened in California. I've never seen these so-called black leaders with these megaphones just completely be racist and attack the people that march with them every night. And then they go back there just to be belittled. It's almost like Stockholm syndrome. Jane DBX fan, Spy the Liar. Yeah, Spy the Liar. He's a guy. You can search Spy the Liar on Twitter, and he's on YouTube. He's a really cool guy. He's, from Canada, but he's a citizen now. Really nice guy, and he has a page. He usually comes on after New York City Guns does a broadcast, and he does an after party or whatever. But some crazy crap went on today. I'm just gonna. That's my little teaser for you guys. Just some little crazy crap went on, and yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Tomorrow, it's a little less today, so it's a long time, but you're coming out the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. It's just stuff ahead. I've been out here, what day is it, 130, 125? Between that, I've been out here almost every single one of those days, so I'm still out here. I have school tomorrow.
Preston Underwood. That's the guy that Kelly was talking about.
So there's no reason, like, your friends should be out here, there's no reason that your family, like, there's babies out here, everyone should be out here.
Yes, Kim, that's a good idea. I don't use TikTok, and I probably won't. I mean, but I don't know why everything's Chinese anyway. So, but Rich was saying something about that. To have the 2-hour video just scroll at a nice pace, because otherwise it was really slow, waiting for people to sign the card. But to just make it like a video like that, that'd be pretty cool. Is he on Periscope? Yes. Spy the Liar. He's on Periscope too. I don't know if they took the video down or cut that part out, but I don't want to really say anymore. If it starts showing up on Twitter and stuff, I'll talk about it. But it was crazy and shocking. That was about it. Let's see. Democrat-run cities allow those people to do that. Yes, they do. They were allowing it, hoping that it would reflect badly on President Trump, but then they figured, oh, it's backfiring. So they kind of shut it down. These are just like, I describe the people left now that are doing these riots and protests as like the people that, you know, when a dance club or a club is really good and then it starts dying out, then somebody buys it and it's under new management. So they still keep going there. And they're like, I'm telling you guys, it's coming back. This club's going to be hot again. But it never will until they just turn it into like a Walmart or something. Yeah, it's kind of like that. That's these people.
Scared.
Matthew, people have been talking about this for centuries, though. This isn't anything new. Protesting to this extent of what the last 131 days is new. But people, this isn't a new conversation. This conversation's been had my entire life.
Feedback, I feel like today was awesome and the energy was awesome. I think it could be always louder because, you know, like really just lose your voice, you know what I'm saying? Like it's enough to shout about. And I also wanted to say that I work at that store in which that
As in PDX around the country, the cops
last week because I got disrespectful treatment as a black woman there.
The cops are being more aggressive and protesters are starting to stand their ground. Do you think this will become more common? We saw a little bit of that in Seattle. The cops were more aggressive with the bike thing. They don't do that in Portland. And protesters held their ground and stepped back a lot more than we've seen in other cities for the last several months. We saw a little bit. I wasn't out here in Portland last night, but I was watching some of the streams, and I saw them use some of the same chants that I heard in Seattle, and I haven't seen other cities protesters standing their ground and not running as much as they used to. So it'll be interesting to see if that's something that picks up all around.
Okay. You guys have been taught to fear black and brown skin. You've been taught that from the moment you came out of the womb. That is not your fault. Once you become aware of what's right and wrong when it comes to this color of skin,
thanks, Kelly.
Then it's on you from that point on. So you guys have to overcome everything that you've been taught when it comes to black and brown skins.
Good explanation, Carissa.
We live in a nation that does not support us.
Yeah, of course, Ollie.
We live in a country that we are not even citizens here. We are imprisoned here, in this soil. All of us. So you guys need to make sure you understand when this young lady is telling you to do your research, she is telling you something that is going to benefit you, especially in these next upcoming months. Because the lines have been drawn, people. And guess what side of the line you guys are on, if you're standing out here. You guys are on the right side, you guys are on the winning side.
Yep.
And just as same as black and brown people have been for all of our existence, you guys will know what it's like to be persecuted. But as I said earlier, we do not operate in fear. On any level, we do not operate in fear.
Yeah, exactly. These bits, why run if you're trying to stand up for something?
Put on this earth.
There are a lot of tactics used in Seattle that I know Portland crowd has been trying to implement.
Anything.
These boots. I've seen that in other cities as well. Seattle tries to implement stuff that Portland uses. LA uses stuff. Portland uses stuff LA sees. I definitely see the communities working more as trying to figure out what works better all around and implement stuff from other cities as well.
Allies, please step up. The walking young lady home. Gentlemen first, gentlemen. Ariana and her aunt. Gentlemen, please. You're gonna escort the lady. Okay. Our mannequin's got his hand up. And so I'm gonna just put this out here real quick. So what I was gonna say is Black Lives Matter is not just being out here at night. There is a family right now, the Kinney family. For those of you out who know about the Red House, we are there 24/7. We are feeding. We are using our bodies as blockades to stop the government from evicting Black indigenous family that's been in this house for 4 or 5 generations. Okay, Black Lives Matter is not just coming out here at night. There's things that happen every day in our community, and we need everybody out here at all times. We are activists. We stay active. It's not just coming out here at night. And when we invest our lives in the struggle, we invest 100% of our lives in the struggle. Now, I'm not telling y'all to drop everything y'all doing, but what I'm telling you is it matters what you do. It matters. what each individual out here does, it matters. And if Black Lives matter to you, there are plenty of things going on during the day that we need as many volunteers as we can get at all times. If you have some free time, step up. I'm a little bit on the older side, old school. I was always taught each one teach one. What that means is, what I know, I can show this young man. What this young man knows from me, he can show that young man. He can show that young lady, and she can show that young lady. Each one teach one. So that means once you get the knowledge, you need to take it to somewhere and give it to somebody. It's your duty. It's your duty, and it's up to you. And when we out here, you guys can't be intimidated when we are upset and we are trying to explain to you guys what's going on. We are not barking at you. We are not doing that at all. And you guys cannot be out here with any kind of fear at all, especially from us, because we ain't the ones you guys need to be afraid of on any level. If there's any black person that gets out of line out here, we will take care of that. We, us, black people, will take care of that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're not barking at you, white people, even though we insult you every day, tell you to give us money, get in front of the car if they try to run us over and prove that you are here for the right cause. We're not barking at you, and we'll take care of it. Us black people, not you white people. I've never seen more segregation and racism spit out of people's mouth than I have for the last 3 months watching these so-called black leaders. They're disgusting racist. And these white people are just ignorant to follow this shit. You really just need help. Really just need help.
Believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will.
I believe that you will win what? Win the Clown Award? Win the most obnoxious misfits in America night after night? Win the Guinness Book of World Records for most consecutive nights of losers gathered in several cities? What are you winning? You ain't winning nothing.
Find a community, trying to find a home, trying to find people to call my own. I promise you this ain't no poem, I just have to rhyme. You know, it's my first time on the mic. My first time really having the opportunity to speak to my community, my people, my brothers, my sisters, my comrades, and everybody else in between.
Oh, I took chat off a screen for a minute because somebody on Twitch came on and they're like, oh, go to my site and, you know, subscribe. And I think it was like loser.com or something. I don't know. But I blocked the fool. And if you're still listening, I blocked your other troll accounts. So just keep trolling or get a life.
You know, I'm staying on a friend's couch right now. I was in Olympia. I moved to Olympia with a couple of buddies. We put together a house of shelter for people in need. The POC families, put them to sleep. I pay rent at this house still, and other people live in my place, because that's what we need to do. It upsets me when we have people in these apartments and all around. It's our private property. They ain't nobody. It's our land. It's our 40 acres and a mule. One thing I want y'all to do, now that I have the opportunity to say this, is you ask yourself the real question, and don't even answer me. Don't answer yourself. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Because we can say we're ready, but when it comes down to the fear, or when it comes down to the shit of it, you fear.
Ask yourself a question, but don't answer it, he says. So, he said, are we ready? So is the We Ready song coming?
We gotta stand strong. We gotta realize tonight was real peaceful. I'm proud as hell of us. And fuck the police. I'm glad they ass stayed home. They scared. But you know what? Every day we walk with each other and we walk together, and we're gonna walk towards a purpose to be able to take.
Oh, did you hear that? The police stayed home because they're scared. Yeah, they're scared. Okay, guy. You're lucky that in this country, the police show restraint. The way you misfit treat them and throw shit at their face and get in their face and say disgusting stuff, you're lucky that they show restraint. But one thing they're not is scared. These people should do a ride along with police officers. This guy right here would shit his pants if he ever seen what these police go to.
And I came from an area to where I was raised in a matter of, hey son, be colorblind. Everybody's equal. And it's just like that TV show on Hulu, Woke. Until you actually get your ass beat, until you realize. Gotta be woke. Open up your mind, really realize what you at, what you around. Florida was that, was a shithole. Out here, what we dealing with these police is a shithole. This is our city. They ain't gonna buy it from us, they ain't gonna take it from us, we're gonna take it back. It's real talk. Like I said, I'm not no speaker, I'm not no influential type of motherfucker. There's plenty of us that have something to say. There's plenty of us that have something to say, but I will say this, man, I love y'all and I really appreciate that.
Can anybody explain to me what an equiliteral is? I don't know that word.
Love you too! Yeah.
I'm proud of y'all too. This is no disrespect, but I'm gonna talk to my people. I love y'all. I woke up this morning and I had I guess epiphany. I was so down on us coming together and fighting this fight because this is what's needed. And then, like you said, do your research. I started doing more research. I started digging into my mind files and what I.
Exactly, Kim. What 911 people call. And I listen to the scanner every night. And just the calls they receive. Holy cow. I don't hear the actual people calling in, but the calls that the police receive. My God. It's crazy.
And the divide was the so-called master had put us with a woman, right? They put us with a woman for breeding purposes. But then it was hearts involved, and the man and the woman fall in love, right? And they become a family in mind. And then at that same time, they would come in and just rape and just do some evil things to our women. There wasn't our women, but there was our women, right?
Oh, here they go. Revisionists. History revisionists. Just imagine. These people are fed this. They don't just come up with this out of nowhere. They're indoctrinated. In colleges. That's where it started. Then it moved into middle school. Now it's in grade school. They are fed this crap. Over and over. What's going on, Kim Hall? Welcome. Welcome to all my late night vampire dwellers here.
And I just want y'all to know that although it wasn't me back then, I apologize for all that y'all had to go through, right? And all that is put in your DNA and genetically is passed on from my ancestors on the way up. I just want y'all to know that. And I'm here, I will fight and die for you because I know what that means. And on our white allies, I'm not asking for your protection. I'm not asking you to protect our queen, because it's our turn. You took that from us in the past. It's time for us men that's left to regain that. It's time for us to regain it. So do not separate us. My words might be a little different, but we got the same mission at the end. Yeah, so I just want y'all to know that I'm out here. I watch, I see a lot. Y'all might not notice. You might notice me looking up at buildings at times. I'm a defensive person because I don't want nothing else to happen to a black woman. My mother was a Black Panther. I was raised in a Black Panther family. I understand. So I just want y'all to know that I wanted to say that to y'all. Don't run from us. We know that the hurt is out there, but just give us a chance to protect this time. And our allies do the same. We don't need your protection. We need you to fight alongside us, but not your protection. All right? I'm proud for 120 some odd days. We've been out here together and we've been fighting and we've been making waves. Our voice has been echoing throughout not only Portland, but throughout this whole country. Not only throughout this whole country, throughout this whole world. And we couldn't do it without our allies here. I'm not from Portland, but Portland is holding my oldest son hostage in OSP, injustice. And I know people might say, you're not from here, go, but I promise you I'm not leaving without my son. I'm not leaving. So we got a long fight. I try to be optimistic every time I wake up in the morning. But the first thing I fight is myself. How do I become better? How do I become more effective to this war that we in? Every day. And I think everybody should do that along with educating themselves. It's time that we start looking at this as a fight. Because we're saying the word fight. We're not saying let's go out here and yell. We're not saying let's go out here and scream for injustice and for the rights of people who look like me. We're ready to fight, and a lot of us is out here ready to die. I am. For what's right. So we need to start thinking about that when we come out here and start getting more organized that way. Because they got orders. They got that through any means necessary order for us. We need to have that same for them. By any means necessary. So, and if you look at the coins that's being flipped, both sides of the coin are dirty. And what I mean by that, in the political side, no matter if the Democrats win, we got a war. If the Republicans win, we got a war. Both sides of this coin is dirty. We will not skip this fight. We will not. We will not. So we will be fighting, no matter what. So start getting it in your hearts and minds. And that's all I gotta say. I love y'all. Y'all have I would say peaceful night, but ain't no peace in this. All right? Till the next time. Love y'all, boys.
Yeah, I know, Krista.
That was so inspiring and amazing. Not. It's amazing. These people. I'm sorry. It's just like, listen, if the narrative that Black Lives Matter tries to push was true, every street in every city would be packed with black people, not white, malnourished misfits. If cops were waking up every day to go out and murder thousands of black people and people of color, there would be no room. I'd be out there marching, protesting. Everybody watching this would be out there marching and protesting if there was a group, whether it's police or anybody else, out there targeting human beings just for their skin color. I don't care if it was white people going out there and just, KKK, we're going out and killing thousands of people. I'd be doing everything I can to stop it. But the fact is, Black Lives Matter organization is full of shit, pushing a bullshit narrative. The people behind it are Marxists that hate our country and hate our political system and our financial system. They hate capitalism. And it's good versus evil. Pretty much. We all know this. I just hope more people know this. And I think they do. So, I don't see anything else going on tonight. So, I see TW Lives is live right now. He was that's somebody that listens to the scanner and then he shows up to the calls. So he's pretty cool to watch. I watch him sometimes. And he was just showing a homeless guy that was like all jacked up. So, like I said, I'm gonna probably start doing this doing some of that here, but I was checking out some of the laws. I said fur. Yeah, I got my accent's all messed up. I did spend 6 years in Charlotte, North Carolina, so my accent's all messed up. I use R's where they don't belong and don't use them where they do belong. I say Florida, Florida, Vaca. Um, TW Lives. He's on Facebook. He's on YouTube, but I don't think he goes live on YouTube all the time. But it's pretty cool. So I was looking at a lot of the laws in Florida as far as free press, but they don't want you to listen to a scanner while you're driving. And I thought it was like a safety issue, but it's because they don't want you to avoid speed traps and roadblocks. You're not allowed to film while you're driving, like TW Lives and these other people. Like in California, I guess you're allowed to film, like have a dashboard cam. You can't have anything like a TV screen or a monitor or like a laptop where visible where you're when you're driving, so it can't be on the seat. So there's all kinds of so I would have to listen to the scanner, turn it off, drive to the place, and then start filming once I'm there. But it's a risk because some of the police do not like you filming, even though there's free press, and they can arrest you for several different things. Yes, you also have to make sure it's a two-party state, so both people agree to be filmed, or they can get you for eavesdropping, they can get you for trespassing, they can get you for obstructing an investigation if you get too close. So I'll probably go and meet with the sergeant at the police station and then ask them, this is what I'm looking to do. It would help you guys too, because if in case anybody ever says that you did something wrong, I would have the film. But it seems a lot more restricted here in Florida than it is in California, because there's a lot of people that use like dash cams and they're listening to the scanner in the car and they're going out to the situation or the call. So I did go out to an accident the other night, but that was on the scanner. And when I got there, it was a car wrapped around a pole, and another car had like towels over the windows, and there was fire engines everywhere. And some of the people, I guess, that knew the people in the cars were there, and uh, yeah, Jake's live PD exactly. And I said, "Man, I don't want to film this." It was only up the block from me, and I was like, I just can't film that kind of stuff. So I don't know if I'm even cut out for that. I don't like to film like tragedy, and I don't know. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, it just didn't feel right. Like I'm gonna sit there and fire up my camera. I don't know. I know there are people that do it, and we use their streams, and you see it on the news, and they make money doing it. Um, they even try to. One thing I hate is the people that try to interview people during a tragedy or right after. So how do you feel? Well, how do you think I feel? You know, I just lost a family member. What do you mean? So I'm not really that guy. So I'm still kicking around the idea. I do enjoy listening to the scanner. I actually put my earbud in and fall asleep. Listen to it. I don't know how I fall asleep listening to it. It's pretty crazy, but you won't believe. You can use a website called Broadcastify. Broadcastify. And if there's somebody, you know, with a scanner, they'll put it up on there in your local town. You can listen to it. Broadcastify.com. Punch in your state and your county, and you'll hear some pretty crazy stuff that Kim knows all about. Kim Evans here, she knows all about it. And yeah, you're only hearing the dispatch give the police the the call. You're not hearing the 911 stuff that'll probably give you nightmares. I'm sure. It's crazy. You're not missing anything here in the background. It's just blah blah blah, whatever, whatever. all you whiteys are stupid. Pay us money. All these people that are successful owe us something because 100 years ago, people, not us, but people were slaves and people, white people did that, but none of us that are here are still alive. But you still owe us something, blah, blah, blah. So I'm giving you the summary, the short summary of what they're saying in my ear while I'm talking to you guys. One thing that's crazy, sometimes you'll have the speaker speaking and the streamer speaking, and I'm hearing it in my ear because I don't mute it. And I'm speaking to you. When I first started, I used to stutter so much. I still do it sometimes. It's hard to talk and have these people talking in your ear the whole time. It takes some time to get used to it. In the beginning, I'd be like, so there was, yeah, so, yeah, you'll hear me do it sometimes. Sometimes it sounds like I'm stroking out. I hope not. But anyway, you guys, can I post a link to my worst call? Oh, God. Sure, if it's legal. Love listening to the scanner. Until then, I'm gonna roll that bean footage. Oh wait, no, that's the baked beans. What baked beans commercial is that? Dukes or something? They're actually good baked beans. Let's see here. Where is it? I'm trying to find the music. Realm intro. There it is. Let me put it up here. Oh, thanks to everybody that left a tip in the tip jar. I don't even know where that is. Let me find that too. I don't even know where it is anymore. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just kidding. This guy's talking about pineapple pizza right now. Let me get that off the screen. Bam! There it is. Get that off. Get out of here. We'll leave back to blue. We'll get that off the screen too. A lot of people do this in studio mode, but I don't use studio mode. I let you guys see me moving crap around and all that. I don't care. All right, it's live on the web. Oh, cool. All right, so yeah, there's the tip jar, Cash App, Jake Total News, PayPal.me, FB Live Real News. You guys are awesome. Let me mute this guy, and I'll play that outro music. Outro music. All right, here we go. We'll catch you guys later. God bless.